Hello, how's it going guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we'll be discussing about question set number 47. So I will give you guys some time to read the question. Just pause the video right here and read the questions. So this is the first part. And here's the second part. I think you guys have read the questions. So I will explain to you what those means. So this is the continuation of question set number 44. So and we have completed 44, 45, 46 in the previous videos, and if you didn't watch that video, we have created those tables and primary keys, foreign keys of those tables also with the help of only DDL queries. So yeah, that's like the summary of what we did in previous videos. So let's start by answering the first question. So the first question asks us to add an already add a table that has the table teacher registration column, right? So teacher registration column to the already existing table teacher. Okay, so let me close this and select MySQL command line and enter my password, and yeah. So first of all, you need to select the database that you will be executing the queries. So as you could see, the database the message database change has popped up. So yeah, now you know the database has been selected. So the queries that you will see I write will only execute within runabeam SCHDB. Okay, now you need to write the alter keyword for this, because you are adding a new column to an already existing table. So alter table name is teacher, so between previous and teacher, add column. You could just use you don't need to actually use a column, but just to be sure, the U is misplaced there, was misplaced there. So add column teacher reg right teacher. Not intended data type is vacha. Vacha means it's a string data type. So the data length is not given, I think. Yeah, the data length is not given. So your column must be not null. So you have to keep in mind that. So vacha, I think I will give like 10 here, because it looks like 10. So 10. Not null attributes will be set. So not null. Don't forget to put the semicolon here and click press enter. And as you could see, if you refresh this, you get a newly added field called teacher reg, short for teacher registration. And you have answered I have answered the first question successfully. Now let me answer the second question. So the second question means that you have to add these values to teacher registration column. So this column. Okay, so first of all, you need to update this. So if you are writing this for the first time, this should be an insert query, but you already have data in this table, so you need to write an update query for this. So let me write this update. The table is teacher. update teacher, set teacher registration number, right? Column is teacher egg. To be the first value is this, where the condition is where, and yeah, the teacher ID should be 1. So teacher ID should be 1. So let me put semicolon here and execute this in command line. And as you could see, the update query has been executed successfully, and if you refresh this, you could see like the first record has been inserted successfully where the teacher ID is 1. And yeah, so I mean, I have written those queries in advance, so I can just copy this. They all follow the same structure, so only the teacher ID only the teacher ID and teacher registration number changes. So where the teacher ID is 2, you should enter RT the value you're gonna be inserting into. So when the teacher ID is 3, this value will be inserted. When the teacher ID is 4, this value will be inserted. Rather than saying inserted, I will say updated, because we are using update query. So where this value is set, where teacher ID is 5, RTEA underscore 005 will be updated in teacher registration column. Okay, let me copy this and paste it here. And as you can see, this has been executed successfully. And if you refresh this, you get this all values filled up. And yeah, you have I have answered the second question. Now let me answer the third question. So you need to do the same thing. You need to like write a alter statement, alter query. So alter table student, right? Let me finish this fast. Alter table student with column student index number, student index. So bar chart, I think I will be with bar chart then, and not null attribute. And we enter this. I forgot to show you the student index before this table is before the query executed. I forgot to show you the student table. Sorry for that. As you see, there aren't any values in student index. Now we have to. So the third question is done. Now we need to insert those values. So I mean, now you need to use the update keyword for this. So okay, let me copy here, and I will just first show you, first of all explain to you what this does. So where the student ID is 1, the value is updated as RSTU001 in the column student index. So this follows the same structure as the last one. So X number B, and if we refresh this, you could see those values have been inserted successfully. And yeah, so that answers the fourth question. Now let me answer the fifth and sixth questions. Now you need to enter these values. So okay, I think I have written, oh no, because I think teacher has subject and student has subject, right? Yeah. Um, so this is not a update query like the previous one. So this is like inside query because we are inserting data into a table that has no data. So okay, so let me write this inside query first. Insert into the table name is subject id teacher id. Teacher has subject. Okay, teacher has subject. id is, I will also write the id because I'm not sure the auto increment is set to 0 here. So teacher id, the values are where the values of the first record is 1 for the id, subject id is 1, teacher id is 1. And if we just press enter, as you can see in teacher has subject, this has been executed successfully. Okay, so this was the same thing. Okay. I need to make sure these values are okay before I insert this. So id 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, teach IDs. Teach ID 1 2 3 4. Teach IDs 1 2 3 4 2 3 4 1 2 2 2 3 3 3 3 4. Yeah, the order is messed up here because I don't know why I did that, but yeah, we just okay. So this should be runnable CHDB. I have inserted some of these queries into the previous table and tried before running this. So we run this, you should get no error, and teacher has subject, right? And yeah, you get this nice table filled up with these values. So these values I think are the exam same side by side comparison. I think they are the exact same. Yeah, and now you need to so the fifth question is done into all the major subject. Okay, so this the hassle. So there's a so the question tells us like there's a table called student has subject. In fact there it is. So student has subject, right? And this table needs to okay, so every student in grade 9 studies all the major subjects. So for this, so Tilana Rajapaksha in class 9B studies all these subjects. So study religion, he studies religion, studies history, science, mathematics, English, single language and literature. So he studies all of that. So this should be, so he has to be right. So we have to write insert query for student 1, and likewise you have to insert all of these students like this. So for student 2 like this, student 3 like this, student 4 like this, student 5 like this, and student 6 like this. And yeah, so it is like a little bit hassle. So first of all, let me change this. Gonna be messy HDB. I mean, you could just place all of this. Control F, edit, replace HDB. So all the database has been selected set successfully, and yeah, I will just copy this and paste it here. For the first one, I think, yeah, for student 1, so student ID is 1, and only the subject changes. So as you could see the first student ID is 1, and the subject ID is 1 2 3 4 5 6. So, and since the ID is auto increment, so 1 2 3 4 5 6. Yeah, I think you have understood that correctly, and understood the main logic behind that. If we refresh this, so see student that values has been inserted successfully. Now we have to insert for student, so for the second student, third student, fourth student, fifth student, as that. So as you could see, for student, so for the second student, the student ID is 2. For the third student, the student ID is 3. For the fourth student, the student ID is 4. Fifth student is 5th, and sixth student is 6th. And I will copy this, copy all of this, and before inserting the values are as follows. And if we just, and I think all the students subject has been inserted successfully. And yeah, that's how you write DDL queries and DML queries to update, insert, and add new columns. Rather than columns, I would say field names. Add field names to already existing tables. So I think I have successfully answered all of these questions. So thank you guys for watching, and hope to see you again next time. Peace.